Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we are going over the 2021 beauty favorites. I'm so late, getting around to filming this, but I got COVID. I got sick and just kind of had to go hide in a black hole for a little while until I felt better. Anyways, we're back at it and I have some things, some beauty things I really loved in 2021. And I want to talk about them with you. So if that interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching and let me know some of your beauty favorites down below from 2021. And yeah, let's go ahead and just get into the products. Alright, so let's get started talking about some makeup favorites from 2021. I got quite a few. I'm going to try to get through these as fast as possible. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes me to try to rapid fire through these, but ooh, I feel like I got a lot of products. Alright, let's start with primers. I have two primers that I want to talk about for this year that are for 2021 that I fell in love with, and that is the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I really like this one. I think it's worth the hype. I think it does nice things for your skin. It looks pretty. It just makes your skin look kind of pretty, and it's nice. It's not super duper pore filling, but it does kind of smooth things out. It kind of does a little bit of everything. I feel like it hydrates really nicely. Makeup sits really well on top of it. I think it's a good one, and I like the marshmallow sweet smell it has. And then the Acne Fighting Putty Primer from e.l.f, which is the green one. I quite like this one. I like the added benefit of the salicylic acid in there. You know, a little bit of skincare can't hurt. It doesn't dry my skin out, and I find that it is pretty effective. It also has kaolin clay to absorb oil. And I'm somebody who can be kind of dry. I can be a very combo skin. It can be oily, it can be dry, sometimes both. This played well with my skin every day I used it. I didn't find it to dry me out or make things look too matte or anything like that. It just left a nice skin-like finish. Maybe soft, vaguely soft matte finish, but not very much. It's pretty similar to the original Putty Primer in its finish, but I feel like it just looks better on the skin. I wasn't a fan of the original Putty Primer. I felt like it balled up in almost like enhanced pores on me, but this one I don't find does that, and it actually does like what everybody was saying the original Putty Primer did for them and why they loved it so much. This one I think is really good, and I've enjoyed it since I picked it up, and yeah, I think it does a good job. In a similar vein, this is something I use kind of as a primer highlight product, and that is the Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. Fell in love with these this year. Oh my goodness, I got this mini one and loved it so much. I bought a full size. Ooh, going down my sleeve. Loved it so much I bought the full size. I rarely do that, like buy the full size of something when I have a mini, unless, I mean, I've got to really love it. That's how much I love this. I went out and got the lightest shade. This is the second to lightest. I think they're kind of interchangeable. I don't see a huge significant difference on the skin between the two, but they're lovely. They're lovely. Just a beautiful product. It really is like a flawless filter for your face. It can work as a primer, a highlighter. You can mix it in your foundation. It's one of the most versatile products, and there is something so magical about it. And I haven't found anything that has compared to it yet. So yeah, Flawless Filter is awesome, and it does come in the mini size in a more limited shade range, but it's a great way to try it out and see if you'll like it. And it doesn't enhance texture, by the way, so if you're looking for something for more mature skin or acne prone skin that has a lot of texture or maybe some fine lines, this is a great product to look for if you're wanting some glow, because it's not going to enhance texture and emphasize it. It's just going to kind of give almost a soft glowy focus. It's a very, very unique product. So yeah. Next, let's move on to foundation. I have the bareMinerals Original Liquid Foundation. I loved this one so much. I have it on today. This is one of the most skin-like, leaning, dewy, beautiful foundations I have ever used. It wears so gracefully. Like, you get a decent amount of longevity with it. And it also just wears beautifully on the skin. It makes your skin look flawless. It is gorgeous, but it's also very skin-like and not super high coverage. It's a great product and it is buildable. I love it. I really do love this. I think it would be beautiful for mature skin as well as more young skin. It kind of can suit everybody, I think. If you're super oily, I don't think you'll like this one very much, but if you're kind of combo leaning, normal, dry, you'll like this one, I think, more so. But if you're oily, I think it would kind of break down a little bit quicker on you. It does get a little bit dewy on me throughout the day, but it looks nice. And it wears really, really well. I have a full day wear test of this. I'll link below. If there's a review or like a wear test or anything like that for any of these products, they'll be linked. All right, next we have the Age Perfect Serum Foundation from L'Oreal. I have it in my summer shade and my winter-ish shade. And yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous foundation. Again, I don't think oily skin types would love this one, but if you're dry to normal, maybe combo a little bit, this would be a great one to look at. I say I'm kind of combo and I like it, but it does get dewy on me throughout the day. But again, it wears gracefully, buildable coverage, very dewy, leaning skin-like finish. Just a beautiful product all around. I think it looks gorgeous on the skin. I love it. And it also has the SPF 50 in it, which is fantastic. And then for a concealer, I've got a little handful here. First is the Age Perfect Concealer. This is, yeah, the Age Perfect Radiant Concealer. Beautiful, very thin, emollient formula. Oh, I've got eyeliner on my hand. But it's just a gorgeous formula. Very soft, blends into the skin nicely. Has decent coverage, like kind of a medium coverage. It's so good. It is so good. I don't find it creasy. I think it just sits really well. Plays well with the Age Perfect foundation. I need to pick this up in a lighter shade. This is my summer shade. But it's very good. It looks really, really nice under the eyes. Definitely great for mature skin as well, or drier skin types. Next is the L'Oreal True Match Eye Cream and a Concealer. This is another one I really liked that at first I didn't like, and very mixed reviews about this product. I'll link my review of it. Just know that I've come to love it much more since that review. I've really come to appreciate this product quite a bit. And yeah, it's great. I totally have, I think I was maybe kind of about it or a little bit indifferent. Kind of liked it, but wasn't like excited about it. I found myself wanting to reach for this one almost every day. It's a great everyday concealer. And again, if you're dry or more mature skin, this is a good one to go for because it does have hyaluronic acid in it. And yeah, I think it's a good product. Good product to check out. It does correspond with the True Match Serum Foundation, I think is what it's called. It corresponds with that, and yeah, really good concealer. Next is the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline in the brightening shade. I've used Age Rewind for years. I think we all have. It's just a classic product, but I never got my hands on the brightening one until recently. Just one of those things I picked up on a whim because I saw it at the store. And yeah, it's great. It is great for those days where I feel like my under eyes are kind of dark, I'm tired, and just a little shadowy. Brightens things right up. I can use it just as concealer as well because I'm a ghost and it kind of works as a concealer on me because it does offer some coverage and a little bit of a correction for really, really fair skin. And if you're deeper, it's more of a brightening shade. It's really good. I like it. Very nice stuff. And of course, you know, it's the Age Rewind formula, so it's great. And then a really surprising concealer right here is the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. One of the best drugstore concealers I have tried in a very long time. This one takes the cake out of all of them. This is high-end good. This is amazing. For the Wet n Wild price point, what? This is like NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer good. There's no creasing under my eyes. It sits so beautifully, looks so smooth. It's what I have on today. I love it. It has a very kind of a soft matte finish to it. It's not super duper heavy coverage, but it can be built up. And it's just gorgeous. It is a gorgeous finish. Very impressed with the Incognito Concealer. And I think it has outperformed any high-end concealer I've used. And definitely one of my top holy grail products at this point. It's very good, and I feel like it got kind of neglected at the drugstore, or kind of neglected on a whole, but I think it's a really good concealer and worth checking out, especially I think it's like $5. Again, there's a review for it as well. Okay, powder, setting powder. I have two setting powders I want to talk about. First is the Halo Glow from e.l.f. I have it in the light pink color, but they do come in quite a few shades. This is an illuminating setting powder, and it is freaking gorgeous on the skin. This will set your makeup. It gives a soft focus blur while also giving you the most beautiful ethereal soft glow. It's not like the Laura Mercier powders where they look like highlighters. This is very much like an ambient lighting powder from Hourglass, but in a loose form. And even the colors are kind of similar, I think, from what I've seen online. It's just a loose version of an ambient lighting powder. And for e.l.f. price, your skin will look flawless. It looks like a filter. It is beautiful. Beautiful product, very softly glowy, but it's not like highlighter. It almost makes your skin look a little dewy, if anything. Beautiful under the eyes. If you like a little bit more of a glowy powder under there, it looks beautiful. It looks nice on the perimeter of the face if you prefer a more matte finish in the T-zone. Good stuff. And it actually does set your foundation beautifully and help with longevity. Next is the By Terry Hydro Powder. This is the one I'm wearing today. This powder is freaking phenomenal. It's a little expensive, but my gosh, is it beautiful. You watch your pores like disappear when you apply this one. It is so beautifully blurring. It sets stuff down to where your makeup will go nowhere. This is definitely one of the most longevity enhancing powders I've ever used. Like, your makeup is not going to budge when you use this one. It is great for dry skin to oilier skin types. I think it's just a beautiful product all around. It doesn't look heavy. It's virtually undetectable on the skin. Like, does it look like I have a ton of loose powder on my face? No. I fully powdered my entire face with this though today. And it's just so undetectable and so light. You don't feel it on your skin. Yet your face is super set down, not going to budge. And it just gives you a true nice skin-like finish. And at first it is quite matte, but then it does go a little dewy throughout the day, but it doesn't get greasy feeling or anything. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful powder and definitely worth checking out if you are looking for something a little bit more skincare infused as well, because it does have the hyaluronic acid within it. And this can also double as skincare. You can use this as a inclusive layer with your skincare products at night. This can be put over top of your moisturizers and everything else to kind of create a nice barrier. What do they call that? Slugging, I think, when you put like the Vaseline on. You can do it with this powder lightly. It's expensive, so I don't know if you would want to use it with your makeup and again, you know, with your skincare in the evening, but I have tried it out just to test and it works. And it really did make my skin feel great, and like my skincare did more when I did that. It was really good. It definitely works great in a skincare way. And I thought that was so unique. I've never seen a powder marketed that way. And yeah, it's cool. It's a really cool product. And I would like to try more products from By Terry because that's such an impressive powder. I think it's one of the few. All right, let's talk about a little setting spray real quick. This is the Stay All Night setting spray from e.l.f. This is a great one. They also have a blue one now that I think has a blue light protection filter in it. This is a great setting mist. It says it's up to 16-hour wear. Very similar to Urban Decay All Nighter. And it has one of the best sprayers. It is so just light. Let me just... You can barely feel it on your skin. And it leaves a beautiful finish. It doesn't leave your face overly dewy or anything like that. It just takes away that powdery finish and does what a setting spray should do. And yeah, it's effective. It's affordable. It's a great little product. And it's definitely become a staple in my makeup kits. All right, let's talk about bronzer. bronzer and contour. For that, Patrick Ta, sorry I'm trying to blind you with this, Patrick Ta cream contour and powder bronzer duo. Oh, I haven't, she's statuesque. This was a good product. Very good. Beautiful cream contour and bronzer powder. It's the most skin-like, beautiful, vaguely luminous finish. Like, it has the luminosity that skin naturally has. So lightweight, almost, it feels kind of like undetectable in a way. Is beautiful. A beautiful product. The formula is outstanding. So yeah, if you were curious about these, I would definitely say go ahead and check them out because they are beautiful. And it does come in a few different shades. Great product right here. And I think She's Statuesque is lovely on my fair skin. So if you have similar coloring to me, I think you would enjoy that one. Speaking of Patrick Ta, the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in Do We Know Her? The shade is not the most unique thing in the world. It's just a nice, you know, peachy coral type of color. But the formula, again, it's very much like the formula of the bronzer. Just incredibly soft and skin-like and beautiful. Pretty pigmented. I definitely think these are very buildable products that will work across a multitude of skin tones. And the cream in here is really pretty. It gives the skin a nice sheen to it without being balmy or feeling like a balm, but it gives that glossy, soft glossy look to the skin without feeling like it. Like it feels almost powdery on the skin, but looks emollient. It's very, very beautiful product. And you actually apply the cream over the powder, and it just kind of gives it a oomph, and it's so, so pretty. Together or separately, this is a lovely product, and I kind of like that it's the 2-in-1, so you get the option. You're basically getting like 3 blushes in one because you can do them separate or together. I think it's just a really nice product. You get a ton of product in it as well. Next is the Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit Mini Sculpture Unlocked. This came out last Christmas. Well, Christmas before last, technically, yeah. This came out Christmas 2020. And I used the heck out of this past year. I think I did a first impression, at least, and might have reviewed it. I can't remember. I know I did like a products update on it. I initially thought, you know, it's a pretty product. I like it, but I didn't wasn't obsessed with it like I am with a lot of Hourglass products. But over the summer, I started reaching for it again because it looked really nice on my skin when I had a fake tan on. And then I have found myself reaching for it without the fake tan and mixing these 2 shades and making a really nice bronze. And made it a little more functional for my skin tone by just swirling into both of these. But yeah, I've ended up really loving this product and reaching for it so dang much. I definitely have got my money's worth out of it. So yeah. And it was almost a product I kind of was like, I shouldn't have bought that. Like, I don't reach for it enough. And then here I am a few months later, just reaching for it almost every day. Like, it's become a part of my everyday makeup routine. And I'm not somebody who is very routine with their makeup, but this has been something I found myself reaching for quite often on a day-to-day basis. It's kind of my good one-and-done type palette. Speaking of some face palettes, let's jump over to the drugstore real quick. This is the e.l.f. Electric Mood. Mine's a mess. It's very well loved. This is the Electric Mood little face palette. De La Soul Cream Face Quad. Okay, so mine's a little funky because it has been very well loved. This also has made its way into my everyday kind of routine. You got 2 beautiful blushes in here, cream blushes. Nice little bronzer, and then a highlighter that's very balm-like. Kind of a little bit dewy on the skin, a little bit balmy, but it has a really pretty reflect within it. I love the 2 blushes. They're so pretty. I love this one. It's got a slight illumination to it, I've discovered, which is not very obvious. Like, it took me a while to notice it in my review of this. And even like a product update on this, I didn't notice it until like recently. And yeah, this one's a nice matte cream blush. Pretty colors. The bronzer in it is also pretty nice and buildable if you find that it can suit you. I think you can still get this on the e.l.f. website. It was limited edition, but I'm including it because it was something that I used so much over the summer after I picked this up. it became a true everyday go-to little palette for me because it's just so easy to use. It looked great when I had a fake tan on. And yeah, I think without my fake tan, the bronzer might be a little bit deep on me, but I can sheer it out and make it work. So all around, I really love this product. And I think e.l.f. does a great job on their cream formulas in these little face palettes and like their putty products. I enjoyed it quite a bit. All right, back over to the higher end. We have got the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. This is a product that I put off buying for so long. Like, I mean, this has been a long time, right? Put off buying it all these years because I did not think this would work on my skin tone. I thought it was going to be way too deep for me and too warm. But no, it's absolutely gorgeous on me, I think. And I love the tone of the kind of bronzer sculpt. It is definitely like, it falls between a bronzer and a sculpting powder beautifully. Like, it has a neutral coolness to it, almost a little bit of, it's truly kind of neutral. You can pull a little pink, a little warm, depending. And it's really pretty. And I think it really is great for that kind of bronzer sculpted look without it being an obvious contour or bronzer. It's just, it falls somewhere in the middle. It's a beautiful product. Very, very useful. The highlight in here, I really didn't think was going to work for me because it looks so deep in the pan. No, it is absolutely one of the most beautiful highlighters I ever used. And it looks like nothing in the pan. It looks so unimpressive. You can't even see like a sheen. On the face, it gives you the most beautiful glow. It can be built up to be so metallic. Let me just demonstrate real quick. This little fan brush here. I'm going to take some of this. I'm going to take some of the highlight. I've got a little bit on already. Look at that glow. It is such a beautiful skin-like glow in a way, but still super glowy. It has beautiful impact, but it doesn't like look too deep on me. It has kind of a bit of a, I don't know, it's just kind of the perfect highlighter. It's one that I can reach for every single day. It goes with every single look. And I'm just can't believe how smooth it looks on the skin. Again, something else that is beautiful, I think, for more mature skin would be this product, because it doesn't really emphasize texture or fine lines too much. It just kind of floats across the skin. It's a very graceful highlighter, and one I think a lot of people would enjoy. I think it's beautiful. And I can't believe all these years I just didn't pick it up. And I'm so glad that Charlotte Tilbury released these mini sizes, because that's the only reason I tried it, was because it came in a mini. And when I use this up, I'm definitely buying the full size, because holy shit, I love it so much. It has become a definite favorite. And you know, to me, the highlighter actually is very similar in tone to the Flawless filter, like the way it kind of glows on your skin. It doesn't like have a gold shift or an icy shift. It's just a true glow. It is really kind of hard to describe, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend that. And they do have it in a deeper colorway in the full size. Putty bronzer from e.l.f. and Turks and Caicos. I think the putty blushes were absolutely beautiful. Great formula. I have picked up 2 more since, but again, I've only used them once. I just picked them up, so they're not gonna make it into this video. But shade wise, I really enjoyed this. This is a really good, just brightening, pretty, healthy shade for my skin tone. I really enjoy it. I love the formula as well. It applies beautifully over powder, without powder. A great cream product, and yeah, I like it quite a bit. Last for face is the Jaclyn Hill highlighter in Sparks. This was it's kind of a unique shade, and that's what drew me to it. This is the lightest shade in the range, and it's a very yellow gold highlighter. It's a really nice formula, but it has a really strong kind of yellow gold shift in there, like almost green, and a white base. It's very, very much suited to fair skin, this one, but it's an odd shade. Like you can see, it has a bit of a yellow to it, but it's pretty. It's really pretty, and it is very, very metallic. very strong highlighter, but it's a really nice formula. It's very smooth feeling, and I really liked it. I'm not like a Jaclyn Hill stan or anything, you know, I don't mind her, but she's not my favorite, and I really didn't care about her brand when it came out, but I swatched this at Ulta, or I saw it at Ulta. We couldn't swatch. I saw it at Ulta and I thought, I like that color. You know, seeing it in person, I'm going to check that out. And really, really loved it. I think her highlighters have a really nice formula. So if you don't like the shade Sparks, I do personally, especially when I'm doing like green eyeshadow or something, I think it complements a lot of my makeup tastes and this kind of works. This kind of odd shade does work with a lot of the makeup looks I do, because I tend to wear a lot of kind of greens and olives and very Metropolis colors. This plays really well with those, and yeah, I've quite liked it. It's a fun, very metallic highlighter to have, and I like the tone of it. It's kind of weird and cool. All right, let's talk about eyeshadow palettes. I tried to narrow it down and not include every eyeshadow palette I tried this year, but here we are. All right. Let's start with one from the drugstore. This is the e.l.f. Bite Size and Hot Jalapeno. This is such an impressive little palette. The greens in here are amazing. They are so vibrant and just, they truly like glow. They are so pretty. Let me just give you a little swatch of that. Oh yeah, the mattes are gorgeous. And the price point is insanely good. So yeah, Hot Jalapeno is great. If you're a fan of green eyeshadows, this is one you gotta have in your collection. All right, and from Huda, I have 3 little palettes from Huda Beauty. First, Toffee Brown. I love this one. This is just pretty to look at for one thing. My kind of colors right here. You know, I like them Naked Honey vibes, and this one has that, and it's just a really pretty palette, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit. So yeah, there's Toffee Obsession, Toffee Brown Obsession, and then we have the Haze palettes here. We have a Sand Haze and Khaki Haze. I love Sand Haze for spring, summer, but Khaki Haze, me and Khaki Haze had a true love affair. This palette, we had a moment, like we were in a committed relationship moment. Love it so much. So yeah, these 2 little Haze palettes are great. And again, I love the Toffee palette as well. Okay, and this year I picked up my first Pat McGrath palette. I got the Bronze Seduction. I have loved this palette. Look at those duochromes right here. Oh, I've created some beautiful looks with this guy. I really enjoy it. It's expensive. Do I see myself picking up too many more of these? Not really. Like, I don't think they're that impressive in retrospect, but it's really nice. I enjoy the experience of using it. I think the mattes are great. The special shades are really fun. The metallics are really nice. And yeah, the packaging alone is a beautiful experience to use. Beautiful quality. It's just very, very expensive. I think these retail for $125. But yeah, I enjoyed it. The Bronze Seduction was definitely the most useful one for my kind of makeup taste, so that's why I picked this one up, and I've definitely enjoyed it. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what other Mothership palettes come out in the future. Can they not be pink? And kind of burn out on the pink. But yeah, I like this a lot, and I definitely enjoyed using it this year. Especially been something that when I use it, I feel special. And it's just a gorgeous experience all around to use. Speaking of really high-end palettes and kind of expensive, Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. I don't think I've ever loved a palette so much. I want to roll around in this palette. These shades are just so good. They're so like just velvety goodness. They're rich. They're just, I want to roll around in this palette. I really do. These shades are freaking phenomenal. Beautiful color story. This is high-end grunge girl vibes right here. Everything I can want in a palette. And this one, I think the only thing that is truly missing would be a black eyeshadow. Would just be would make this truly perfect. But I love it so much. This one has definitely been worth the price point for me because I've used it a lot. I like the cream to powder formula in here. The colors, oh man, these colors. I love it. I love it. It is like subculture vibes, you know, so pretty. I really, really enjoy this palette a lot. I'm so happy to have finally picked it up. Next we have Vive. I fell in love with Jamie Genevieve's brand this year. It's such a lovely brand, and I don't think the price point's too terrible with the conversion rate. And yeah, this is the Vive Essentials palette. Y'all, me and this palette, another one that I was in a committed relationship with. Okay, so I'm in like committed relationships with a few palettes, but we're open relationships. Let's put it that way. This was my everyday go-to palette though for 2021. Every day, this was the palette I wanted to reach for, and did. I love doing monochromatic looks with this one. I could double up this one as a blush. Even using this one kind of as a blush was really cool. It's just one of those palettes that has everything I need. It's colors that I love. It's these kind of grungy, off the beaten path kind of shades. Very, very beautiful in application. They're colors you maybe not would gravitate towards and don't think would be the most flattering. No, they're absolutely stunning. I love these more yellow-based browns in here. And then you have just a nice warm brown. You have a cool tone up here, a black. You got like a highlight shade and some really pretty shimmers. It's just kind of everything that I could want in a palette, and definitely one that I enjoyed so much. I took it traveling with me when we went out of town. It really is a cool palette. It was a nice modern take on a neutral palette. And it has a great mirror. The packaging is really nice. I like the whole brand aesthetic. I think Jamie did such a good job with this brand. I can't wait to try more from Vive. I want the new palette. I feel like I need that one in my collection as well. Now, jumping over to an indie brand that I had a bit of a moment with. It's Rebel Rouge Labs. I picked up 2 palettes from them because they're typo negative themed. I got the Prelude to Agony when it came out last Valentine's Day-ish, and then I also picked up Suspended in Dusk because it was finally back in stock. I had been waiting for this one to come back in stock, I think, for a little while. Fell in love with these, with the formula and the quality, because it was so, so good. And the colors are really fun. These are a little bit more colorful than anything else in my collection too much. But, I mean, you got reds, you got greens, just all the typo negative vibes here. I love that the shades are named after typo negative songs. This is a purely like a nostalgia thing for me, and just being someone who's a huge fan of typo negative, I needed this, and I have created some fun looks with it, enjoyed playing with it, and the quality was so good on these. Prelude to Agony, which I love how the artwork is different on the sleeve and the palette itself. These both have really good mirrors in them, and yeah, these are fun colors. I created some really cool looks, I think, with these palettes, and enjoyed them so much. And just, it really was, I think a lot of it was seeing that it was the typo negative theme, and what brand do you see making typo negative themed eyeshadows? And I also picked up the Gods and Monsters palette because the colors in this one, truly beautiful, beautiful shades, and really spoke to me. The whole aesthetic of this one, it's like Marie Antoinette meets Lana Del Rey, Gucci, just Met Gala vibes. Oh, love this one. I love this one. And they all have a really nice mirror in them as well. And this one has the white interior with a bit of a holographic reflect in there. But I love these colors. I love the greens in here and these weird kind of smoky blues. Oh, it's really pretty. It's a really pretty palette. The quality is phenomenal. And yeah, I can't wait to play with this one some more. This to me gives me all the spring vibes. So I'm looking forward to pulling it out this spring. And then lastly, I also got the Losing My Religion, which is the kind of 90s grunge themed one. Again, this one's just really pretty and fun, and yeah, I thought I could have some fun with these bright colors. So yeah, really pretty. How often do you see a palette with a Tori Amos reference in it? There's a shade called Cornflake Girl in here. Come on. I love that. I love just the references within this palette. Really excited me, and I like the colors, and the quality is really nice again. So yeah, I really enjoyed Rebel Rouge Labs this year, and I can't wait to see what else they're going to come out with. They have a palette themed after The Thing. That was like their winter release. I mean, come on. the thing, a palette. That's so cool. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they come out with next because the brand excites me. We are almost done. Let's talk about some eyeliners. The Marc Jacobs Highliners, which I don't know how easy these will be to get your hands on now, but I really enjoyed them. So there's that. Just gonna throw that in there. Mascara wise, I really liked the e.l.f. Big Mood this year. This one was quite nice. And the Beauty Counter Think Big. I really like this mascara a lot. It is very nice. It is a clean formula, I do believe. And also the Maybelline Sky High. I really enjoyed as well. But yeah, these are great mascaras. Alright, for brows, we have the Lift and Snatch. This was a game changer product for me right here. Love it so much. But yeah, this you can get like fine little hair-like strokes in your and draw in little brow hairs. Really good product. I have it in the shade black and ash brown, depending on if I've tinted my brows or whatever. I kind of will bounce between the two, but these have been game-changing little products for me. And also for brows, the TOVE Low Electric Mood from e.l.f. This is the brow pomade. It's soap brows. I really liked it a lot this year. I really got fixated on the laminated brow look, and this was just one of those perfect products to do that with. It is a hard, truly like a soap product. You wet it and then you go through and comb your brows up and they stay. They literally, it's budge proof. This is very similar, I think, to like, I think Patrick Ta has something like this that you spray with the setting spray and then go through your brows. It's basically the same thing. But this one is from e.l.f. and I think you can still get this on the website. So if I can find it, I'll link it down below. I really enjoyed it. It's a great product. It locks your brows in. You can get that beautiful laminate effect with it. Great stuff. And that brings me to Pear Soap. You can't beat Pear Soap for laminated brows. It's great, and it's $1. You can get this for $1 at Dollar Tree. And even cheaper, I think, at some stores. It's a lovely smell too. Yeah, it's just good old glycerin soap. Great stuff. So I got my brows today, and yeah, I'm really into soap brows. So yeah, but you can't beat the Pear Soap. It's so affordable. $1 at Dollar Tree. You can get it basically anywhere. Great stuff. All right, and moving on to lips, I got a couple of lip liners I really liked. Walking No Shame from Charlotte Tilbury was very much a loved lip liner, as well as the lipstick. It is currently in my purse. That's what's missing from up here. But yeah, Walking No Shame lipstick was a absolute favorite this year. It was kind of a go-to everyday like red shade. Like it was I don't know, there's something kind of special about it. I loved it. Wore it so much and loved the lip liner as well. And then from Vive, the lip liner Embark, I really enjoyed. It's a beautiful, just brown, just a perfect brown liner. Very nice. Great formula on these. I want all the lip liners from Vive. And speaking of Vive, Modern Matte Lipstick and Power Suit. Again, a gorgeous brown shade. It's just very pretty shades, but I feel like a lot of them are a little too nude, and she has the red now. But this one is just kind of that perfect 90s brownish lip, and I absolutely love it. It wears beautifully. Great formula. The packaging is stunning. It's got a magnetic closure. It's got the V on top. Just really beautiful experience with Vive. Next is from Jason Wu, is two of the Hot Fluff lipsticks. These can be used as a blush and on the eyes as well. I really liked the formula of these so much that I want the rest of them. But yeah, I really like this. I have Cannoli and Eclair. I used the crap out of these. I used them as blush and on the lips. Just really nice formula. Feels very high end. I think the packaging is beautiful. It says Jason Wu on the bullet here. Beautiful matte finish. These wear so long on the lips. Great performance from these. And yeah, they are worth the little $10 price point. You can get them at Target or from the Jason Wu website. Very good products. Very good lipsticks. Love them. And there's some beautiful shades. And speaking of fantastic lipstick formulas, the matte fetishes from Milani. These are so hard to get your hands on. They keep going out of stock. I have 2 missing. I'm kind of being a completionist with this one. I want the 2 other shades that I'm missing from the collection. I know that they've just launched a whole bunch of other shades too, but none of those really interest me. But anyway, yeah, these little matte fetish guys from Milani. The packaging is beautiful. I know they went viral, I think on TikTok. I don't know. I just saw them in store, thought they were really pretty and wanted them. And I think I originally had picked up Passion and fell in love with the shade and the formula and realized these are basically a dupe for Pat McGrath matte trans lipsticks. Like formula wise, these are so similar. So yeah, I love them. I end up picking up really nice. I love these. They're a little different than the color on the tube, but the tubes look so lovely, like the component. These look great on your vanity, and they are so good. So good. Every now and then, TikTok knows what they're talking about, I think. With this and the Sky High mascara, those were 2 things I loved. And lastly, I fell in love with the Maybelline Lifter glosses. These are so good. I'm not a gloss girl. But these are some damn good glosses. Like, they are so juicy looking. They have hyaluronic acid in them, so they definitely kind of hydrate your lips. Beautiful, beautiful formula. And so many pretty shades. I definitely want to get more of them. I have Moon, I have Stone, and Amber. Let's put a little bit of Stone on today. I think Stone would look good with this. So you can see just what a pretty, juicy, plumping gloss. And it's so comfortable. Wears a really long time. Great gloss. Great gloss. And I'm not somebody who gets excited about lip gloss. But these, they're good. They're good. They're worth checking out. Yeah, I love them. So yeah, that is all my 2020 beauty favorites. I hope I didn't forget anything. I will try to link these products down below and any reviews I have of them. And yeah, that's all for today. I hope I didn't keep you too long and talk too much. But let me know some of your beauty favorites down below. Any makeup that you loved in 2021, let me know. And let me know if I should try it if I haven't. And were any of your favorites the same as mine? Let's talk all about it down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay spooky. Bye now.